do 3 things in the very near future. We're doing the homeless shopping spree. Keith's going to be bringing in homeless people every week leading up to that. And I think it's going to be, the 3rd week in December? I think we're nailing down a date very, very soon. We also, I was reminded yesterday, Anthony, we got to do the 2nd annual eggnog drinking contest.
That was a year ago already.
That's how we met Pat from Moonachie.
Who could possibly beat Pat?
And what'd you have to do? Just drink it until you puke?
Drink, what was it, 1 shot?
1 shot a minute.
Until you puked or couldn't continue in any way, shape, or form.
We had
or had
10 guys, something like 10 guys, and Pat from Moonachie.
A shot of eggnog, and how long did they go?
I'm trying to remember. Like, Pat did
70.
70. Where's Pat?
What was it?
He listens all the time. Give us a quick call before we go to break, Pat.
Of, 1-ounce shots.
And they were puking one after another.
And then Pat finally just, Pat had won, and he kept doing them. Like, just to see how many more he could do for the record.
It wasn't even close.
And then he put his fingers down his throat, and we have the sound. Where's the sound?
Yeah,
this is actual sound of Pat puking up all of the eggnog he had drank that day.
Well, but this, we got to say this. He's a diabetic. And he did as many shots, and then we're like, all right, make it an even 70 or whatever we said. And he was still fine. So he can't have all that sugar in him, obviously. So then he made himself puke by sticking his fingers down his throat.
Is that how he lost his toe?
Yep.
So
that is how he lost his toe. Diabetic.
Here's the audio.
Screw up.
It's famous audio. We play this all the time.
That's all. That was not edited, or that was
that was all.
It's just gallons pouring out of him into a garbage pail.
That's my favorite.
I love that.
I love the Anthony laughing that.
It's like a sick Popeye.
It's so there's something about puking. It's just makes me laugh.
It was, and he continued to puke, But that was the best clip we got out of it. He must have puked for like 15 minutes, just over and over and over again until he got it all out. On the line, the reigning champ, Pat from Moonachie. Pat.
There he is.
Morning, fellas.
What's up, Pat?
Pat?
'Tis the season.
Ha ha ha! Look what a jolly guy he is. And Pat, would you compete this year?
I sure would. That's what I drank those 35 extra shots for.
35 extra. What was your final
shots.
tally? How many shots did you do?
I don't know. I've been training for my competitive eating endeavors. So,
no, I mean last year. How many did you end up doing?
Oh, I did 140 ounces.
But how many shots was that? Was that 70?
Oh, that was 70, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because they were 2-ounce shots, right?
So it was 70 shots. Second place did like 34.
Yeah.
No one's going to beat
Should
Pat.
a diabetic be a competitive eater, by the way?
Why not?
Pat?
Well, I take care of that at the end of the contest there.
What, you puke it up?
Oh, not at the meeting. No, they're just, it's only a 10-minute contest, and I don't eat like a day before, and I don't eat like the day after.
Oh, okay, so it kind of equals
so it
out.
kind of averages out, yeah.
So there's no shock to your system there. You're not going through any sort of extremes with your body.
Bill, shut up. Don't ruin it.
Yeah.
We don't care. All we care is that he comes in for the 2nd annual eggnog drinking contest. It's not a contest without Pat.
Gurgle, gurgle.
And I don't think there's a man alive that could beat Pat this year.
There's no way. There's no way that you can beat 70.
There's no way. Pat could have kept going. We just said, all right, this is getting boring. Let's keep it. Let's just go to 70.
Dude, he was a rookie, though.
I was pretty much at my limits. I was ready to burst.
You were a rookie back then. Now you're a pro. I think you're going to do better than you did last year. I'm betting Pat. Actually, let me think. 70 shots last time.
What's the betting line right here?
30 more. Because I think it'll crack 100.
Opie's good at encouraging me. 56. Yeah. That's a weird number.
All right.
Do you think you could? Do you think you could break 100 shots this year?
Never know.
That's when the incentives in your contract kick in. That's like making the all-star team.
The bonuses.
You know, yesterday we threw this thing together as a goof. This year we got to go all out. We have to. Betting line, everything.
Division.
Yeah. Not even, just a betting line. And maybe take this on the road. Maybe to a small arena.
In front of the Directors Guild?
Maybe just, yeah, exactly. Can you imagine?
Across the street?
Maybe just I don't know, maybe just a small room.
How funny would it be to just set up the contest there? Set it up right in front on the sidewalk, and just, across the street, we announce it out the window, and just have people puking on the sidewalk.
That could be
or
really
he
funny.
pukes somewhere else. You got the guy who comes in second has to take the bucket of puke and go over there and knock on the door, and as the guy looks, you just throw it.
You know,
you do that Cool Hand Luke challenge with the hard-boiled eggs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get mad at them eggs.
Yeah, no, that's the eggnog thing. But I think we should find maybe a small club to do this in, and just invite maybe 20, 25 listeners. A very special ticket, Anthony. And then we'll see what happens next year. Maybe we expand it a little bit. No?
Yeah.
Why not?
Sounds good.
Instead of just having it in the studio. All right, Pat, we're going to set this up in the very near future. We don't have enough.
That's going to be great.
We don't have enough puking on the show, Bill. Our greatest puking show ever was the one we did in Boston, by the way. The greatest ever. We had Super Bowl tickets. We had just the tickets. And where was the Super Bowl that year?
New Orleans.
Was it New Orleans? I think it was New Orleans. Ooh. Okay. And we didn't have a way for you to get there. And we were an East Coast.
Just tickets.
We were an East Coast show, so a winner was going to be from somewhere from Washington to Boston, let's say. They would have to find their own way. So it wasn't even that special of a prize, but we had 2 tickets to the Super Bowl, right? So we had what was that one called? The the Boston
clam chowder.
Yeah, the Boston the New England clam chowder eating contest.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah, it was disgusting.
Dude, it was horrific, and we didn't really figure it out ahead of time. Like we thought these guys could eat a few bowls each, no problem. So we're giving them a bowl of chowder filled right to the tippy top,
brimming with goodness.
Puke. And these people were bailing so fast it wasn't even funny. The puking that was going on that day, and then oh dude, it gets a lot better. So then we got a winner, and then we happen to have another pair of tickets. So then we started another contest where we got some volunteers from the people that were puking to re-enter the contest, and the new contest was to eat the puke.
No.
Oh, yeah.
What was it, a spoonful each?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Come on.
No.
A spoonful.
A spoonful. And
that is so fucking disgusting.
So they went around the puke bucket. I forgot how many. You know, maybe 08virus.com could post a show so people could listen to this. And one by one they would take a scoop of the puke. And then they started puking more because of that.
Yeah, they're puking more because they're eating puke.
And I think if I remember...
Did they realize the game was televised at that point?
Yeah,
this isn't an exclusive thing. You can actually see it.
And if I remember correctly, they would have to take a spoonful of the puke, right? And then they would have to hold it in them for 2 minutes or something like that. And if they could hold it in them, it was like a sudden death type of competition. The first guy to hold it in them for 2 minutes got the tickets. Bill, you would see people all right, I'm good. I'm good. And they're just fighting it with every muscle in their body. And they're like, no, I'm good. And then you see their eyes watering.
They're sweating and pale.
And they start gulping.
Dude, that is just
like
nasty.
this. And then they
it
would
was
lose
really
it.
Bad.
Dude, and then the whole place would just start screaming oh my God. And then other people that are not even in the contest started puking. There was so much puking going on that day. And then finally someone kept it down for the time limit, and they won the other pair of tickets, man. It was unbelievable. It was hilarious. So, Pat.
Yes.
We're going to do the eggnog drinking contest. And we should do it soon.
I'll be there.
We should do it right after Thanksgiving, Anthony, because to welcome in the Christmas season.
Yeah.
We should do that in early December.
All right.
Do you want to just do it in the studio, or you want to try to take this one on the road somewhere?
I don't know. I kind of like the studio.
Yeah.
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 The listeners are all involved.
Well, that's boring, though.
What?
I want people puking in front of an audience.
We'll invite people in. Hey, by that time, we should have all the cubicles cleared out. This place will be huge.
Yeah, they can all sit there like they're witnessing like an execution.
No, the cubicles are going soon.
Are they?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are they? Really?
Oh, yeah. Ryan in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I can beat that 9-toed diabetic freak.
You think you could do 70 shots of eggnog?
I could do 100 easy.
Yeah.
He's talking.
I'm not even a big boy.
Talking cheap, faggot.
Wow. Everybody thought they'd do a good job against Pat, and all of them failed miserably.
I'll eat your 8th toe.
We might have to have a preliminary round. Because there's going to be a lot of all-talk type of people calling up.
You want to weed out some of the people that are just going to puke right away?
I don't know. Ryan?
It's Brian, actually. Yeah, what's up?
Oh, Brian, are you a big guy?
I'm 225.
225?
5'11".
5'11". You would have to do 2 ounces of eggnog every single minute until you puke or not puke.
Not a problem. For a little run now, I'll be even happier.
All right, and we got to get some good prizes, maybe a MiFi and some other stuff, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ryan. Just keep close. We'll announce the details soon. And
it's always the
and then just call back.
Always.
Well, as I don't hear Kobayashi on the line, I'm okay.
All right. See, now we got just a lot of people calling up saying they could beat Pat.
All talk, though.
Sonny Forelli from Boston, a faithful listener of the program, does a lot of assaults on the media in the Boston area. Sonny.
Hey, guys, what's happening?
Hey, man.
Hey, I'm challenging Pat. I'm going to beat him.
You really think you could do at least 70?
Hey, I'm 280 at 5'11".
Doesn't matter how big, how small you are. It doesn't matter. I've seen Pat in action. He's an animal. He was doing when everyone was suffering, trying to get down. They would pick up the shot and have, I guess, a minute to down it before they have to do the next one.
Yeah.
And they would sit there struggling, trying, with like 3 seconds left, barely getting the last bit down. Then they'd have to pick up the next shot and do that. And Pat is just, next one.
Yeah.
This is great, little beverage, like he's joking and just tossing him back like it was nothing.
He was taunting the rest of the contestants.
Psyching him out in his own bizarre way.
Yummy.
Because everyone, he's going, yummy. Oh, could I have another? And everyone else is just suffering on the brink of puking. And I mean everyone.
They're sweating.
There's not one guy that was even close to beating Pat.
Yeah, no.
Nah, I think I could do it.
All right.
All right, Sonny, we have your info?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, hold on, though. We're going to start getting contestants right now, just so we have a list.
Yeah, but to keep it interesting, you got to get some guys who are going to puke early. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to keep it going on.
You know, there's always the early pukers.
That's no problem.
There's always early
A lot of these guys
pukers.
don't know what they're getting themselves into. Last year, there was a few guys that were talking a lot of shit, and they were out after like 10 shots. They went down very early.
140 ounces. How many, is that like a... How many gallons?
We tried figuring it out after the show and failed miserably, and it took about an hour for us to get 8 wrong answers. We're fucking retarded, and this is with calculators and everything else.
Yeah, I don't know any of that. How many?
Yeah, what is a pint and
There's
an
a
ounce?
pint,
How
and
many?
there's 16 ounces in a pint.
How many pints in a
quart? And then there's 4
Yeah, it was
quarts
like
in a gallon.
We're
How many pints are in a
dude,
quart?
that's 386 gallons.
I think that's a half a quart.
It's an astronomical unit.
All right. Let's say hi to Joe in Queens. Joe was in the contest last year with Pat.
About a gallon and a half, maybe?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Yeah, I was in the contest last year. I was in the ugly brown sweater, and I remember it's not just the eggnog, but the fact that getting there about 4 in the morning, waiting online, then starting the contest, then if you don't puke, you have the shakes and the yellow shits for the next 4 days. It is just the most grueling thing in the world.
Shits.
It's the most grueling thing in the world. That's a quote from Joe.
Well, these athletes are used to that.
Oh, it is awful. No one's beating Pat. I mean, when we were
I can confirm the yellow smoothie shits.
Thank God you can confirm that.
Yeah,
it's really bad.
Just in case you thought Joe was lying.
Awful.
Pat
great.
has confirmed it.
Goddamn, Pat.
Not just that. Now then you have to deal with whoever else was puking. I wound up, I think, in 5th or 6th. But the smell in the studio from everyone else puking.
Yeah, because it's just a couple of garbage pails that are sitting there open, and when people start puking, the wafting smell of vomit fills the studio, and it starts making people on the brink. Yeah, people that are on the brink.
In charge of the garbage pails, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be able to do pretty well, but, you know, after each minute, you know, the first 10 were going down pretty easy, and I was like, oh, this is nice. By about 15 or 20, forget it.
Yeah, you
and then
just shot a minute, it's easy.
Oh, yeah, but then I remember there was the one guy next to me who got it down right before Anthony hit the bell. He got it around 59 seconds. He's like, oh, good, down? Good, go again. And that guy did about a half a sip, and he was done. And then watching in awe as Pat just kept going and going and going. I don't know how...
He's like, oh, I'm thirsty today, I guess, huh? Taunting.
My victory lap.
It's like Jackie Gleason in the beginning of The Hustler.
Yeah.
Paul Newman's nodding off, and he's all fresh.
And that's
so, Pat, I take my hat off to you, and let's see if you can hit triple digits this time. But
thank you.
All right, and that's what made Pat a star on this program.
Yes, it is.
But boys, if I can't do it, is there a chance that I can just watch from the studio?
I think we should have a former contender able to watch.
Yeah, of course. We'll figure it out.
All right, thank you very much.
Maybe we could push these cubicles back a little bit and have a little studio audience.
I just love the whole idea of shit-talking as you're drinking eggnog instead of like the sports. Like, you can't cover me, motherfucker. It's like, yummy.
Yummy, delicious. I'll have another.
And that's just as defeating.
Oh, it is.
In that contest is some guy you just can't cover.
Because people are looking over just going, there's no way I'm beating this guy. I am so ready to puke, and he is fresh as a daisy.
Yummy.
Let's go to Eric.
Yummy.
Eric?
Hey, this is Eric from Wisconsin. I don't know if I can beat him, but I sure like to try it. I stand about 6'8", and I'm 726 pounds.
From Grenoble, France?
I'd like to know how I can get involved in this.
Wow, can you leave your house?
Wait, how much do you weigh?
726 pounds was the last time I got weighed.
You have to come.
26. How do you get around?
We're gonna have a real contest this year, man. Where do you live?
I live in Wisconsin, but I come to New York every week.
We're gonna send a cargo plane out to get you.
How do you come to New York every week?
How do you travel?
I drive truck.
You drive a truck.
Yep.
Holy shit!
Just drop him out of the back like one of those tanks.
Yeah.
I just walk. It'll be about
parachute
4 rides for you.
Hey, Pat, you getting a little nervous?
Nah.
780 pounds.
How hard do they fall?
He doesn't care.
All right, hold on the line, Eric.
That's a champion, Opie.
Eric, we need you in this.
Cool.
All right, hold on. Now we're getting some real contestants. Pat, you had it too easy last year.
Uh-oh. Well, there's no IFOCE members come. I'll be okay.
All right. Well, now everyone's calling up. We'll figure out other contestants. I like this Eric guy, 780 pounds.
That's big.
I think there's some potential there.
Ooh.
And we all want to see Pat lose this year.
People are suggesting Big A. What would be his capacity? Think he'd be any good at that? He hasn't been good at anything else.
He's not really good at anything.
No. Didn't have that champion spirit.
No, not really.
Like Pat does.
No.
Pat's got the confidence of Brad Pitt.
Yeah, Pat's great. He really is great. He was
and the looks of a tar pit. Oh!
All right, Pat, stay close. We might have to get you back on the line when more contestants come forward. All right?
All right.
Sometimes he kind of says something that's a little bit funny, but his low self-esteem, he doesn't sell it.
No, he doesn't sell it at all. He's just, well, what do you know?
Yeah. Everyone has hated me so far in my life.
I'll just throw this out and see if it sticks.
That's the beauty of Pat.
Gotta love him.
That's the beauty of Pat. Okay, we're going to step aside. We're trying to move on, but a lot of people really want in on this eggnog drinking contest. Andrew in Ohio. Andrew.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Andrew.
I'm lactose intolerant, and I want to try the contest out.
How badly lactose intolerant are you, fella? A little bit of ice cream?
Yeah, it'll give me the runs and give me the hives, but I'll deal with it.
Runs in the hives. Nothing worse than that if you're really heavy. Like, I think everybody gets to a point where if they drink massive amounts of milk, it's just, oof.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
That's what happens. If I drink too much milk, it gets to where you get that sweats, and you feel like a knife jabbing at your lower abdomen, and even the back of your thighs start hurting. And you know you're ready to go. You're ready to go.
Your tongue feels like it's covered in paste.
You can't think of anything else. It's all consuming that you just need a toilet.
Yeah, that'll be me.
All right, we'll get your info. We're going to try to pick the best contestants to take on Pat this year. And we want to do this within the next, 2 or 3 weeks. Chris in Delaware. Chris.
Yo, what's going on, you guys?
Hey.
I'm 400 fucking pounds. I just did a power hour last night with all Mad Dog 2020. Did 100 shots in an hour.
100 shots in an hour.
Yeah, and that's Mad Dog 20. That's 10% alcohol right there.
And how are you standing today?
I'm nursing a hangover from hell, but whatever.
All right.
I'm telling you, I can do this.
And you can come to New York?
Yeah, definitely.
I like Chris.
And I'll tell you what, you guys want to hear puke. If I do puke, it'll sound like a dying rhinoceros. So.
Oh, my God. Make sure we get Chris. Who's getting all this info? Travis? All right. Hold on, Chris.
All right, guys.
This guy looks like he could be a lot of fun.
He's got the mentality and the weight.
A lot of truckers want in on this. Andy in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Andy.
Hello.
What's up?
Yeah.
That's just funny. A lot of truckers want in on this.
Yeah. Huh?
I'm 6'6", 280. I'm from Wisconsin. I drink milk by the gallon a day.
Oh, this guy might be a little tough. Now your eggnog's thicker.
No, this is just a great way to see how out of shape this country is. All of a sudden you have this fucked up contest. Everybody wants to join in. Yeah, I'm 5'11", 460. I had 2 gallons of mint chocolate chip last night. I had a brain freeze, but, whatever. They just don't even give a fuck.
Yeah. No one cares.
Oh, this is great.
They just want the title. Pat's got the title. We're going to need to make a trophy and everything now. Damn it.
Yeah.
Andy.
What Pat drank was a gallon and just under a pint.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was a little over a gallon.
All right.
And
I can definitely do this, and I can definitely get to New York.
Andy's good at math.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
Yeah, and he knows the math thing. Excuse me. So it's 2 ounces every minute until you puke or don't puke.
That's no problem. When I was growing up on the farm, we used to go down to the bulk tank and grab milk right out of there, and that's the richest milk you can get right out of the bulk tank.
We need Wisconsin in this contest.
Jesus Christ.
This guy's a contender. Come on.
What is it called? The what tank?
Bulk.
The bulk tank? We drink it right out of the bulk tank.
What's that?
You pump it right from the milk. You pump the milk out of the cow, and it goes into the bulk tank for holding until the milk truck comes and takes it off the market.
So it hasn't been pasteurized or anything yet?
No pasteurized.
And there's still udder gack on it?
Oh, God.
I was going to say, why don't you just lay underneath the cow and mush its udder?
And that is disgusting.
Ooh, I like that contest for later this...
The bulk tank.
Well, yeah, when I was little, 5, my dad, we'd be down milking, and he'd squirt it right from the cow's pit right into our mouth.
That's disgusting.
That's a rite of passage on a dairy farm.
So doesn't that stuff settle so the heaviness goes down to the bottom?
No, they...
when it's in the bulk tank?
It keeps rotating. There's a rotating, and it keeps it frothy
mixer.
on top.
Oh,
frothy on top. Frothy goodness.
What does it taste in that state?
Very, very thick.
Thick.
This guy is a contender. I think Pat's getting nervous.
I need it run through all that sterilization process. I don't want to drink out of the bulk tank, my friend.
We got real competitors this year.
Yeah. The only time we've ever drinking out of a bulk tank was at Sam Adams when we went to the brewery.
Oh, yeah.
And we grabbed the hose that came right from the tank, and we're drinking out of a hose. We were drinking beer out of a fucking hose like it was water in the backyard coming out of a hose.
I almost lost my esophagus, though, because they didn't tell us that it was going to come out really fast.
It comes out like a rocket engine.
Yeah. It's like,
Jim Cook. What a drunk. We love him.
Yeah. Andy, we like you. You can make it to New York for this?
Today? No, not today.
Not today.
Not today, sir.
We're going to get a date. We're going to look at the old Opie and Anthony calendar, and we'll figure this out. But
definitely.
We want to do this pretty much right after Thanksgiving, to get everyone into the Christmas spirit.
Definitely, yeah.
This guy could be a contender. A lot of milk.
I like Andy.
Drinks out of the bulk tank.
I like it. All right, Andy, hold on.
Yeah, he's old school.
Yep.
Yeah, get Andy. Another trucker wants in contest.
Of course he does.
Just trying to move around here. What's special about these guys? Do we know? They all just want in on contest. I need a little more info.
Like that guy was special?
He was special.
The farm.
And we lucked out by just, hitting that phone call. Want to try Mike in Michigan? These guys got to make sure they can make it to New York or the contest is going to be ruined. Mike?
Yeah.
Hey, you can make it to New York anytime?
Anytime, just about anytime, yeah. I just need a date, some kind of date. I can schedule a load to New York.
Schedule a load to New York.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you park the big rig?
I don't know. Find some truck stop there. I've got both my stepdaughter's father lives there in Long Island. I can have him come pick me up, run me in the city. So.
All right. So why should we have you in the contest?
Because you got all these fat asses in the contest. You need some small guy. Said I can drink a lot of milk. I can hold a beer bong 40-ouncer without puking. Said, man, I can do it. I'm 5'11", about 155 pounds. I'll keep up with the fat asses.
This guy could be an early puker.
Yeah, I'm
Plus,
thinking...
it's interesting, too. He's skinnier.
Yeah, skinnier guy.
Can't have a bunch of fat asses.
It takes a lot.
We had that last year, man. We had the thin guys last year. I think we want just big guys this year.
I mean, somebody's got to be like the shit team in the league, All
right, hold on, Mike. We'll get your info. You never know.
All right.
You got to convince us, though. This is a big contest.
Yeah, you got to be. I drink straight out of a grease trap.
See, here's a guy that's going to explain why he should be in the contest. Brendan from New York.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Go ahead.
Well, I think, you're always looking for that token puke guy, right?
Yeah.
So, I can't really hold liquor. I don't drink, but I can puke pretty easily. And when I do, it's kind of loud, and usually most of the capillaries in my face break. So looks like I have measles.
The capillaries in your face?
Yeah, when I was in college and, had a few fun nights.
Yeah.
I'd usually wake up the next day and go, oh, what the hell?
Yeah, this guy has piqued our interest, see? This is how you do it.
So that's,
All right. Hold on the line, Brendan. We like you, too.
All right, buddy.
We don't know who we're going to pick in the end. We're just trying to get some people here, and then we'll figure it out behind the scenes. Tommy in Brooklyn. Tommy?
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, I'm 6'2", 280 pounds. I could pretty much represent, like, the Chinese guy that's at Nathan's. I'll be the smallest guy there.
Well, you're 280 pounds, though.
Yeah. Well, look at it. You got 700 pounds, a 400-pounder. Pat from Moonachie, how big is he?
Nah, you'd still be one of the fat fucks.
You would still be one of the bigger ones.
I'm not denying that.
And you think you could do, last year Pat did 70 shots.
I think I could turn it on. I'm a bottomless pit.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hold on the line, Tommy. All right, that's it for now, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
We'll take more as time goes on before the contest.
We just got to figure out a day. We'll do that very soon. Something that